Second, and boom, we're live. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Chad Christian coming at you with another exciting Changing the Tech Scene, episode 7. Can you believe it? We made the 7. Woo! I'm your host, Chad Christian. With me today is Chhabria. How you doing, buddy?
I'm great. How are you, Chad?
Good, man. Where are you coming from? Where are you hailing from right now?
I'm from Delhi right now. And,
hey, very cool. That's awesome. Now, you guys know that Lon the winner wins is over in San Francisco doing some work, so he will not be joining us today. Special shout out to our sponsor, Slick Wraps. Make sure you guys go over to sw.life/CoachCWC and get a discount on Slick Wraps. Special mention to the producer of our show today, which is The Rev. Make sure you guys check him out at The Rev Plays. That's Brandon Reverend. Also, quick shout out to a couple of my Patreon sponsors. One is with us here today.
Thanks.
As a co-host. Very cool. And the other one is Ron. And Lunsford.
Patreon members of yours.
Today I'm using a new system. This is the Microsoft Surface Studio. So you guys look for that review and a bunch of videos on that. And today I also ordered an Elgato game streaming deck. Have you seen that bad dude before?
Wow, no, I've not heard of it. What is it?
Yeah, it's pretty neat. It's just a small device you plug into a USB port. It's the Elgato. What do they call it? Elgato Stream Deck. I'll leave a link down below where you guys can check that out. But eventually I'd like to send this information over to Twitch. So this will be a Twitch TV broadcast as well as YouTube. It just lets you flip cameras, change different things, you know, fonts that pop in and out, ticker tapes, cool stuff like that. So thank you guys for joining the show. I appreciate it. And let's get into some news, man. So first thing that we got on here, one of my all-time favorite topics is VR. So the most famous VR social network, Altspace, is getting ready to shut down due to funding. What a bummer, right?
Yeah, it's really sad that funding got in the way of such a great idea. I mean, you know, like VR has its applications in a lot of fields, but for it to be a mass product, I think the social aspect of it is really important, and it's just sad that Altspace VR is dying out now.
Yeah, it's a real bummer because I used it a long time ago, and the cool thing about that is, you know, let's say you and I are in a room together and we can actually watch live broadcasts of other people. We can have speakers or announcers. I mean, think about it. They could have just did the big Tesla launch, you know, for the new car through Altspace on top of doing their live that they did. And I mean, it brings everybody together, like literally together.
Yeah, and also the presidential debate last year, it was done on Altspace VR, right? If I'm not wrong, like there was a couple of presidential debates on Altspace VR along with a comedy show, if I'm not wrong.
Oh yeah, that's great, man. That's really cool. I didn't know that. Hopefully somebody like a Google or Apple, or, you know, because Apple's big into AR right now. We'll get to see that stuff, I'm sure, by the end of next year. But somebody, Valve, you know, they do a ton of VR stuff since they own Steam and HTC Vive. I mean, somebody pick this up, please.
Exactly, totally.
Cool. Right now, if we were doing an VR space thing right now where the people could come in and join us, they would be our crowd. We'd just be up on a stage. You know what I mean? There's so many cool applications for it.
Yeah, it's like, it's more about the shared experiences, I think, more than anything else. It's about just sharing your experience with another person in VR, which is, I think, pretty cool.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing right now that's holding it back, obviously volume, right? There's not a ton of people yet that have PSVR, you know, Oculus Rift, but a lot of cool things like Google VR, Sony's got their version. So I think if they dumb it down just a little bit and just make it more about, you know, the avatars and the space instead of overly teching it, so that anybody can jump in with anything, HoloLens, it doesn't matter. You know, make it a cross-platform So anything that comes out, open development, and boom, it's everywhere.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
So looking forward to that. Another cool thing that a big company is coming out with. So Amazon is talking about launching. It's a set of lockers. They're calling it the Hub. So home automation's huge right now. You know, with web cameras, doorbell, you know, video systems. I just bought a vacuum cleaner that's all robotic.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
So
that was
yeah, and look for that. I am going to do. My wife keeps going, do a review video. Do a review video. So that's going to eventually get out there. But so this is really cool. So this is a locker. Now they're basing it for an apartment complex. So they're saying in this apartment complex, this is just a big thing that's set up. Let me see if I can show you guys real quick. I'm going to try this screen share. If it blows up, I apologize. Let me know if you guys can see this. So this is the Hub locker. Can you guys see that?
Yeah, yeah.
So this is what it looks like. So you walk up, Amazon does its deliveries right to you. And look how many screens there are on there. There you go. How's that? Can you see that better?
Yeah, yeah, pretty cool, yeah.
Okay, perfect. So right there, you walk up to it. It's got a touchscreen interface. You put in your PIN code. It leaves your package for you, and boom, there you go. I mean, this is the future, right? Because
it's a game changer, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, same thing here. Look at, there's your pad, your touch pad.
Yeah, yeah. And I think this would really work in India because here the apartments, I mean, they don't really have a mailing system. So this could really take off in India if they eventually bring it to India.
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, that is a really good idea, isn't it? I didn't think about that. The other, that's the cool thing with tech is you don't really know. Sometimes you release a product, but it can go viral or wild on something you didn't even think about.
Yeah, totally. And if I'm not wrong, Amazon also has the same system in their 7-Eleven stores, right, across the US?
Yep, that's right.
So is it like the coverage is really wide, or is it limited to a few cities in the US?
Right now, they're doing a limited availability, you know, probably just to see if the market springs up and it goes well. But yeah, I think that's going to be really cool. The applications, like I said, are limitless. Think about it. You know, the Snapchat glasses, I remember when they came out. Think about the little vending machines, right?
Yeah.
So the more and more we get this automated system and things to our door, I mean, right now, groceries, right, can be delivered to your door. So what if you had, you know, something like this even outside of your home where it's a lockbox versus them dropping the package off on your door? You just walk up to it, you know, put a key in or a pin and, you know, Amazon lockbox right on your door.
There's also the convenience thing added in because you can pick it up at whenever you want, basically. And, you know, you won't be judged upon for your...
Right. What kind of packages you getting over there, man?
I will affect your buying habits.
Hashtag not blow up stuff. Everybody keep your mind out of the gutter, Joe Robinson, who's watching us right now live. I can see you. I know what you're thinking, brother. You take it easy now. So speaking of moving technology, Apple just got permission to test out 5G. Now, I don't know if you guys know how these Gs work, but the 4G actually was supposed to be up to 1 gigabit per second. Obviously, you don't get that because there's too many other things, you know, interfering and getting in the way of it. But 5G is supposed to be 10 gigabits per second. Crazy. So even if you said, oh, you're not going to get your full 5G or, you know, the LTE-U, which is really 4G if you want to put it out there because of the speeds, but 5G, holy crap, dude, 5 times what we're getting now. So at home, if you're getting 100 megasecond right now, you're going to get 500.
Crazy.
Right through your phone or a tablet or your device or your laptop with, you know, LTE 5G support. That's crazy to think of that speed now.
Yeah. And Apple is taking different route compared to T-Mobile and Sprint, where they're testing the high range frequency, if I'm not wrong, whereas Sprint and T-Mobile are testing their short range frequency of 5G bands. So we'll have to wait and see how that works out for all of them.
Yeah, I agree, because you're right, because T-Mobile and all these guys have to fight for all these different frequencies to buy, which is crazy, right? You're fighting for air. But you're right. So this runs, if I say it wrong, let me know, but I think it runs at a higher frequency, which means, yeah, so basically if you think of it as a level, that things won't be able to interfere and get in the way of it. That's the way I would think of it. So
yeah, but it's shorter
that's pretty
range.
incredible.
It's shorter range than what T-Mobile and Sprint are doing.
That's correct. Yeah, now that's one thing with the high speed is, the range. So I'm not sure how long it's going to take for the towers to kick in, because if you remember, even 2 years ago, T-Mobile wasn't even on the map. You know what I mean? 3 years ago, if you said, hey, I'm on T-Mobile, people would have laughed at you like, huh? T who? Right? Now they're a big dog because they had the money, the capital, a lot of investment. They bumped up all the towers. Next thing you know, they're faster than Verizon. They're faster than Sprint.
Yeah. It's crazy how they've changed it.
Yeah, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, they bought like $500 million worth of that frequency, so the low frequency, so that it goes through the homes. Because remember, that was a big thing a long time ago. T-Mobile's the lower frequency wasn't able to get through your home, your walls, your concrete and stuff.
Yeah.
So if you had them in your house, you were screwed. You're like, well, you're not getting it. So then they started giving you, LTE, basically access points in your home to allow you to get their signal, through Wi-Fi. And it worked, because look, everybody did it. They were like, hey, we'll give it to you for free, and everybody signed up. Next thing you know, Sprint wants to buy them like every day. Every day Sprint is talking about buying these guys out.
Yeah.
Hey, quick shout out to a couple people that I see in the room. Joe Robinson, he's always following us, man. I appreciate it, buddy. Hopefully you can get an access point so you can get better Wi-Fi over there, since we're talking about 5G network. Sean, thanks for joining us. I saw Amit in there. Good to see you, man. We've got 8 people watching us right now. That's cool. We appreciate it. In a little bit, we're going to give you guys a prize from Slick Wraps. Make sure you stick around for that. And moving on to some other really cool news, not that anybody's ever heard of them before, but eBay. I don't know if you guys have heard of them or not.
Yeah, they're pretty small. I don't think anyone's heard of them.
Yeah. Here's a funny story, right? Because I've been in technology since 1991, okay? Before there was the internet, we were using Netscape Navigator, and AOL dial-up was actually a real thing, and it was cool. I downloaded, I think, Doom or something, I don't know, Wolfenstein 3D. It took me 40 hours for this 1.5 meg file. But I remember when eBay came out, and everybody's like, eBay, what is that? It's some sort of auction thing online, and everybody's laughing, and it's nothing. Look at it today.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. So another way for them to get more money from us and for you to sell your products is they're going to let you start shopping soon with photos. Now, tell me, that isn't crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I think they have over 1.1 billion products listed at any time. And I think they're leveraging that along with machine learning to really get this thing going.
Yeah, that's insane. And the cool thing, too, is remember, they actually bought the financial transaction system, too, PayPal. So they bought that a long time ago, because that was a disaster in the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, if you were a seller, you were doomed. I mean, if you were selling high-end stuff, people would just, I never got it. Refund. You're like, wait a minute.
So did you have any of those experiences?
Oh, yeah. Yep. One time I sold a ton of laptops there, because remember, I owned 5 retail computer locations. So I sold a ton of laptops on it, and eBay turned off my service. They said I was selling too many products through their system, and they weren't used to that algorithm from my store. So about 6 people were able to get in and buy it, but I had an order for 20 people, and eBay stopped it. They literally just canceled the transaction. They're like, too much volume. That's like 20 grand. They're like, that's too much volume for you. And I'm like,
wow.
What are we supposed to do now?
When was this, like a long time back? Or?
Yeah, this was probably 15 years ago or something. It was a long time ago. It was when eBay was like within their first 10 years, you know, so they were working out the bugs. But I was still like, this is not a viable solution to do anything online at that point.
Yeah, right. But now you must be doing a lot of.
Transactions were still, you know, going through your phone line, nothing internet based. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, we're way too early in this game.
Yeah. And now, I mean, you're doing pretty much a lot of transactions on eBay, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah, you know, and a lot of this stuff, think about it, a lot of the stuff that I end up buying, like, you know, I've got the brand new Surface Pro. I just bought the iMac. I bought a brand new iMac 13 MacBook Pro to do some more videos. You know, the Surface Studio. So when I get done with this stuff, you know, I don't just throw it in the trash. It's not like it's a loss. I end up reselling it on eBay, you know, and I always post that stuff. So you guys, I always say, cleaning the house. Everything goes out. You know? Yeah, so, you know, I lose some money on the high-end product because, I mean, you know, this Surface with the warranty and stuff was, you know, $3,600. You know, the Surface Pro I got sitting here was $1,300. So, I mean, all this stuff, you lose a couple $100 here and there, but how else am I going to make videos for you guys?
That's totally true. So how's the new Surface working out? Is it cool?
Oh my gosh, this Surface Studio, it's crazy because when I remember in October when it was released, or at least talked about before you could get your hands on it, I was like, oh my gosh, this thing it's a game changer. But, you know, the funny thing in my mind is like, okay, nobody knows about it. Just like today, I bet if I released a review video, and I think there's maybe 4 online because I checked, people are like, it's too expensive. I don't want nothing to do with it. If people understood the power of this system that has actually nothing to do with the internal components, this thing is a game changer. So I want to do some videos like I would love to have, and I should have set it up today, showing everything that I'm doing right now so you guys can see. Because the screen is so big, even though it's only a 28-inch screen, I don't use multi-monitors anymore, which is crazy because I used to have, you know, 5 at one point. Then I went down to 3. Then I went down to 2. Literally, I mean, I've got 4 windows open on my screen right here.
Yeah, but it's 28 inches, so it must do the job.
Right. Well, and it's a 3:2 aspect ratio. Okay, so it's not widescreen where you know you've got a clean 2. I mean, I can put 4 windows, easily read them all perfectly because it's 4.5K resolution.
Wow.
So I can have everything on here, and the fact that it's all touchscreen. So think of think of your phone. If that was a 28-inch screen, touchscreen right now, how great that would be.
I mean, you're making me jealous right now. So, yeah.
I mean, it's amazing. Like, I can touch the screen anywhere right now. I can access things. If a text message comes in, I touch it. You know, you're so used to that. Like, this monitor's right here in front of me. I wish you guys could see this. And maybe I'll do a video just on that, like, you know, a day in the life or a production of how it works. Because I'm telling you, this is not just like, oh, you only need to get that if you're an artist or graphics designer and it costs us too much. Are you kidding me? I just bought the Surface Pro that is a 12.5-inch screen for $1,300. Are you telling me I double my money for this monster and it's not worth the money? Get out of here.
The dial too? Are you using the dial?
Oh yeah, yeah, love it.
That's nice.
Oh yeah, you know, I got the pin right here. I mean, everything's ready to go. That's what I'm saying. This is a sweet system. And hopefully, Microsoft, you're watching because I would love to do a ton of videos on this. The funny thing is, the only thing that I regret right now is not spending the $4,200, which after Microsoft Care and tax is going to be about $4,800. I wish I would have got that one. That's the only thing I regret. Just so I can future-proof myself. Because here's the thing. Microsoft just released this in Australia and other countries, right? If they just now released it 8 months later, I don't, you can quote me if I'm wrong, but I don't see them releasing a new one in a month or 2 months from now if it just went overseas with this version.
Yeah.
So that tells me this product will be around at least 1 more year instead of that every 1 year, you know, cycle, which means I'm going to be okay for at least 2 years of the system. And that's just my thought. I could be wrong. If I am, I'll end up selling it and I'll get an upgrade and I'll lose a couple $100.
No big deal.
Right?
Yeah.
So So what do we got? Okay, Joe says, who is eBay? That's all right. Sean said 1991, referring back to how long I've been doing this. He said, damn. I'm 44 years old, man. Look at this. This is all gray and bald. I mean, this is a lot of time. I've been professionally in IT for 26 years. So I've been doing this a really long time.
but you still look fit as a fiddle, to be honest.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I still love my job, and I always tell my wife, like, I'm not going to retire until I hate doing what I do, and I don't. I love it. You know, the cool thing is working with people like you and, you know, going to cool events and playing with all these new products every day is it keeps it fresh. It keeps it exciting. And, you know, hopefully I convey that to you guys. Like, these products are fun. They're exciting. You know, get engaged with them. Use them. You know what I mean? Spend the time. Technology is really cool. It's ever-changing. You guys will learn a ton from it. I mean, look at you, right? We met in Taiwan. Next thing you know, boom, you're on a YouTube show.
Yeah, that's it's totally because of you, but yeah, thank you so much for this.
Yeah, no problem. It's kind of cool, though, right? I mean, technology brings us all together. Joe Robinson, man, he lives in Tennessee, right? We've been talking on Twitter forever. Had it not been for social media technology, I wouldn't even know that guy. He's a cool cat, you know? Yeah. A lot of these guys, the gamers, you know, tons of people. Thunder E from Board at Work, you know, all these guys. John Redinger from Techno Buffalo, you know, Lisa Gade from Mobile Tech Review. I wouldn't know any of these guys if it wasn't for my love and passion of technology and social media. That, again, brings us back to Alt VR space, man. It can't go away. That's just another incredible, you know, community service that we need.
Yeah, someone else totally has to take it on.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, if I had the money, dude, I would buy it today, and we would mass market the crap out of it, and our show would be on that today. I remember I got mad when they said Google Plus was going to go offline. I'm like, get out of here, Google. Do you remember when they were going to pull that plug?
Yeah.
I was like, you got to be kidding me. You know, the cool thing with the Google Plus is that, you know, it's like-minded people. You get in a community of like-minded people, you know, like I go out there. It's funny when I bought my Surface Studio, right? You always go on Reddit because obviously that's another excellent community. But Google Plus is great. So I looked up communities for it. There was one, and it had 6 people in it. Not a big community. But again, though, right? The community stuff, think about it, is what we all want to be around, right? We want to be around each other. And if it's not in person and we're all in different locations, I mean, look how far apart we are. I'm in Florida, right? But we get to hang out today. You know, my son's in Germany, and we get to, you know, FaceTime and Skype and hang out together. I mean, that's what technology does for you. So anybody that balks at it or says, oh, it's dumb, or I don't like stuff that comes out, you need to reevaluate your life, man, because it's running everything you do from banking to your communication system. You know what I'm saying? It's it's here. It's here. The nerds are cool again. It's a shift. It's a paradigm, right? That's the whole change in the tech scene thing is, you know, jocks and cool people and all of us nerds and geeks, man, we're all the same. You know, we're all brought together by technology.
Technology, yep.
There's my rant today. That was a long conversation that I had with myself. Hey, you know what? I think it's time to do a giveaway. We're going to do a giveaway sponsored to you by Slick Wraps. Make sure you guys check them out, slickwraps.com. Also use my code sw.life/CoachCWC, and you guys will get a discount. How about today, brother? You give someone a prize. We're going to give you your choice of a Slick Wraps for one of your phones. Go ahead. What would you like to do for these guys today?
Yes. So it's going to be an Android trivia question. And since we've since we've been talking about 5G, I think I'm going to go with which was the first 4G enabled Android smartphone to be released?
Holy crap, man. Everybody better put on their thinking caps for that one. Google.
Google.
I'm looking it up right now. What was the question? What was the first 4G Android phone?
Yeah.
And boom, I got an answer for you. Oh, that's interesting. Hey, here's a little hint for you guys. What's the community that you're a part of that has thousands of people in it?
Yeah, so has anyone
That
got
wouldn't be. No, nobody is. That wouldn't be. You're not a part of HTC Elevate, are you?
Yeah, no. I don't know. I've never heard of that.
So there's your hint, boys. Okay, Lou just said on Sprint it was the Evo 3D.
No, that's wrong.
Verizon the Thunderbolt from Lou again. What's up, Lou? Good to see you, man. It's Lou Board Buddha Rod from over at Board at Work. Google it. I think I got it. I think I got it, Coach. But I can't say it. I think I got it, but I can't say it. What up? What's up, Lou?
Anybody?
Nobody yet, man. I think you got him stumped. I think you're gonna have to give him some hints.
Okay.
Joe said, God, that was ages ago. That's a tough one today, man. We should have given away something bigger if you're gonna give him a question like that, son.
Yeah. What about the Nintendo Switch?
No, we need some subscribers before we're gonna go throwing that Switch out there.
Yeah.
Here's a shout out. Shout out to my boy Lou. Sound bits. Gotta love sound bits, right? Okay, Lou said WiMAX was the first out of the gate.
Is that
Dude,
right?
I think Lou is the closest because isn't it an HTC Evo phone?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, the Evo 4G.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So we're gonna have to. I would think it's up to you though, but I would think Lou would win that one.
Yeah, it's cool. He's got the most guesses in, so yeah.
And Sid C said HTC Droid. That was close. Good call though. So Lou, you are the winner today of a slick wrap skin, man. You DM me on Twitter. We'll make sure we get it out to you right away. Just pick which one you want. Again, slickwraps.com for all your wraps needs. What else do we got on for news today, brother? What do we got left? I'm going to give you this last one, man. Let us know what happened with Walmart. Speaking of that Nintendo.
Yeah, they canceled the pre-orders. It's a pretty rough mail for all those customers to be getting.
Oh, that's a bum gig, right? So here's the news. Anybody that ordered the single SNES Classic from Walmart, the pre-order canceled. They jumped the gun. They got out there way too early. Good job, Walmart.
And delivery was promised 6th October, right?
Yeah, yep, that sounds right. But man, how many are you looking forward to that product?
Yeah, totally. I mean, 21 titles on it. It's going to be pretty cool. Nintendo nostalgia.
Man, I tell you, Nintendo is crushing the game right now. And I think they're doing it's a wonderful job of marketing, right? Because I think what's going on is every time they release one of these, since they're doing it in limited quantities, what they're doing now is they're putting it in the public's eye. Nintendo, sold out. Nintendo, sold out, sold out. Well, guess what they're looking for at that point? The Switch.
Yeah. I mean,
right? I think this is a bait and switch tactic to get everybody talking about Nintendo. I think it's genius. I think the marketing team is genius on this.
Yeah. Maybe this was a marketing trick as well, the Walmart stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be horrible. Bad publicity for Walmart, but what's the rule? Any publicity is good publicity. Exactly. Doesn't matter good or bad. So who knows, right? Maybe they're pulling the old Madonna effect. I don't know.
Yeah.
What else? There was something else cool that just happened in the news. And of course, I'm not going to remember it now, but it was right on the tip of my tongue. And it's gone. That's what happens when you get old, everybody. Don't get old, whatever you do.
Yeah.
But hey, speaking of Twitch, I was serious. I might start doing a show a couple times a week, and I might start doing it on Twitch. So I think it's a really good platform. Yeah, it lets you do whatever you want because problem is I'm not churning out enough videos. So what's happening on my YouTube channel is I'm getting more tech shows on my channel that I am getting tech review videos, and it's starting to flood my channel with just, and that's my own fault, but we moved and I'm trying to get the new business, you know, drummed up here in Florida. So yada, yada, yada. There has not been a ton of time, even though seriously I have like 20 projects in the queue, and I just got a new sponsor. Don't tell anybody, but there's another company we're working with, everybody here. Nobody's saying anything, but I'm doing some special project stuff with NVIDIA right now. So
wow, pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that. That's a great partnership. So you guys will be seeing that stuff soon. I'm doing all the behind the scenes stuff. I've got a non-disclosure with them, so I can't discuss with you guys what it is, but I'm telling you, it's pretty exciting. So, but other than that, like I said, I've got the iMac review video needs to get done. Yesterday, I shot a ton of iMac gaming videos. It came out like crap. I got to redo it all. I got that Roomba 960 series review I want to do. I got the new Surface Pros I want to do. I mean, I got tons of stuff. I just got another HTC U11 from HTC in the mail a couple days ago. I mean,
nice.
there's so much I got to do.
Yeah,
it's not enough time of the day, man.
On Twitch, is it going to be your VR stuff or just regular gaming on your PC?
Well, no, as far as NVIDIA?
No, I mean on Twitch.
Oh, on Twitch? Yeah. Well, Twitch, I'm going to start doing more of this type of programming on it. And then, yeah, I would love to. I don't know if you can, I don't think you can see it back there, but I do have all my HTC Vive stuff set up because once upon a time, I was doing a ton of videos with this. And what happened, same thing again. My channel was getting filled up with video games. And I had literally, if you look at my channel, if you go into the analytics, I deleted like 60 gaming videos from my channel because it was starting to be over flooded with video games versus tech, and it was confusing sponsors and new brands. Right. So, yeah, so the reason I sprung off to that second channel that I don't even have time to do that right now was for the fact that I needed to get some of that off there. You know, the channel that you guys are familiar with is, you know, a
vlogging channel.
So, but yeah, the other one will be more vlogging and game, you know, daily stuff. And Twitch, I want to do the same thing. I want to game more on it. I want to be more fun. But Twitch allows you to do some things a little more creatively than you can do on YouTube.
Right. Yeah.
So, you know, and then I can run it with a Discord server, and I can actually communicate with, you know, everybody that is, you know, loving what we're doing. And I think that's a big disconnect, what we're getting right now. You know, the biggest thing that we can get right now with this is just the people that are in this chat room. But if we had a Discord server, think about it. We could be interacting with them. They could be a part of the show, which is what I want. You know, I want this to be more of a fully interactive, let's have fun, party, do what we want in this channel. So big stuff coming up.
So subscribe to CoachCWC.
Yes, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. And all my Patreon subscribers, again, thank you guys. People like yourselves, Edit, I really appreciate it, buddy. Ron, what's up? Let me give a shout out to Ron. And of course, for the show, Brandon Reverend, you can catch him at The Rev Plays. So I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Make sure you guys stick around for episode 8 next week. And we'll also get my boy back, and we'll have a great show for you. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate you being on here. Hang tight. We're going to cancel out the show. You got anything upcoming, any cool news coming out of your area?
No, not really, but thanks a lot for having me on the show. I've really enjoyed being on.
Oh, yeah, definitely, man. We're going to talk a little bit as soon as I cancel the broadcast here and see if we can get you on here more. How's that sound?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. Yeah,
we're going to put you on the spot right now, man.
I'm up for it. Totally up for it.
All right, awesome. We'll talk in a minute. Thank you guys for joining. Peace.
Thank you.